Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to stand before you at the second edition of the Hili Forum under the powerful and timely theme, Global Reset, Trade, Tech, and Governance. In a world where economic realignment, technological disruption, and shifting geopolitical dynamics are reshaping the global order, our collective task, very clear, to build resilient and sustainable futures because our fate as human is interconnected. Before I start, I'd like to thank Dr. Sultan al-Naimi, the Director General of the Emirates Center for Strategic Studies and Research, and Mr. Nikolai Maladinov, Director General of the Anwar Gargash Diplomatic Academy, for their kind invitation. And as a Minister of Economy and Tourism of the UAE, I'm particularly pleased to see the forum convening at this pivotal moment, a place where diplomacy intersects with economic transformation. In my speech, I have 3 parts. Part number 1, I'll speak about the global disruption landscape and how the UAE is responding. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather today at a profound moment. Global political and economical shifts, wars, geopolitical conflicts, tariff wars, trade tensions, climate crisis, rising debt levels, and eroded public trust in governments around the world. Amid this somewhat bleak picture, the UAE stands as a beacon of prosperity and stability. As Reuters polls of economists projects that the UAE economy will grow by 4.5% in 2025, placing us ahead of all regional peers, and thanks to prudent fiscal strategies, strong non-oil diversification, and continuous structural reforms. Our central bank aligns with that as well, with the outlook places the 2025 growth at a roughly 4.4%, fueled by both hydrocarbon resilience and robust momentum across various sectors such as industrial manufacturing, tourism, of course, transport, and a digital economy. And the UAE non-oil trade is performing exceptionally well, with export in the first half of 2025 reaching record high of 370 billion dirhams and contributing significantly towards the economy and towards the diversification agenda. At the same time, our non-oil private sector continues to grow, and our non-oil firms' level of business confidence remains relatively positive. In August, the PMI remained healthy at 53.3, albeit with a slight slowdown in new orders, reflective of global uncertainty and supply chain pressures. These numbers, taken together, show a UAE economy that is resilient, dynamic, adaptive in the face of global headwinds, underscoring the diversification in just the plan of it, but delivering results. From 2021 to 2024, our economy recorded a yearly average growth of 4.9%. Non-oil GDP performed exceptionally well, growing at 6.4% on average year-on-year on the same period. In this regard, I would like to stress that the government continues to actively pursue strategic plans, policies amid attracting foreign investment, fostering innovation, promoting key non-oil sectors in line with key national initiatives under the UAE 2031. Our openness to global capital is bearing fruit, with steady inflation, prudent fiscal policy, sizable external buffers, and credit ratings holding at an investment grade. Investor confidence remains intact. Foreign direct investment inflows continue to break records year on year. In 2024, they rose nearly 50% to $45.6 billion, securing the country's spot among the top 10 global recipients of FDI. Greenfield investments, in turn, continue to diversify our economic base. At the same time, Make It in the Emirates campaign, embedded with Operation 300 billion, is scaling up domestic manufacturing with a target of increasing industrial GDP contribution to 133 billion, from 133 billion to 300 billion in 2031. From an energy transition and climate resilience, economic diplomacy today extends beyond trade and investment and into energy and climate. We are tipping renewable capacity. We are part of the Energy Strategy 2050 and net zero commitments, and the Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park and the Baraka nuclear plant companies, and companies like Mazda and others as well, is pioneering the agenda. On the geopolitical and technological partnerships, our economic diplomacy also extends into tech strategic partnership, and the UAE is moving from being a smart consumer of technology to an enabler and a producer of high-tech and artificial intelligence. Recent agreements that we have seen in the United States, including the $200 billion AI campus and expanded chip access, reinforce our commitment to future-ready infrastructure and ensure the UAE remains a relevant player in the global economy. My last part is on the economic diplomacy in practice, the UAE role as a global nexus. The UAE follows a holistic approach to diplomacy that aims to bridge gaps, build sustained confidence among parties, and if we read the economic principle of the UAE, adopted back by the government in 2023, it becomes clear that economic diplomacy lies at the very core of our economic strategy. The first principle states, an economy open to the world without restrictions, which envisions a free and outward-looking model that builds economic bridges with all partners, provides an attractive environment for investment. As a nexus of commerce, culture, and connectivity, the UAE continues to forge global partnerships from Africa to Asia, Europe to the Americas. Our economy and institutions are not merely recipients of capital, but builders of collaboration and trust. Our participation in international and regional forums is a testament to this conviction. Foreign assistance remains another cornerstone of the UAE economic diplomacy, and the UAE has provided significant economic and humanitarian aid to developing countries and continues to rank among the world's largest donors in many fields. We are also expanding the narrative of diplomacy beyond traditional relations to embrace climate, technology, AI, tourism, and culture as co-equal actors in shaping geopolitical and economic networks. In conclusion, there is a strategic call to forge the new economic order. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to conclude my remarks by delivering a simple message. Global uncertainty requires agile strategies. As we stand at the crossroad of global reset, we are constructing an economy where government, business, and people don't just coexist, but they cooperate. Where foreign capital funds innovation, not dependency. Where climate strategy is as central as commerce, and where global disruption becomes a catalyst for advancements. As the UAE economic diplomacy is playing a vital role in achieving these objectives, I invite you, all of you, government officials, investors, thought leaders, innovators, to partner with us to shape prosperous and sustainable economy here at home and a balanced future ready for the world. Thank you very much.